Hey guys, what is going on? So in today's video I have Google's brand new flagship, the Pixel 8 Pro. This has been upgraded a lot compared to last year's Pixel 7 Pro. As you guys can tell, I'm kind of sick of this glossy back. It's just super annoying. It gets dirty, so I cannot wait to see what this looks like. So let's go ahead and take a look. And immediately, I mean, clearly, Google did the right thing by getting rid of the gloss. This color is, I mean, it is amazing. This actually might be my favorite blue color on any phone. And it's also like this kind of, it doesn't feel like glass. It almost feels like plastic, but in a good way. It feels very premium. I just really hope this doesn't get slippery. But for now, it almost feels like a mix between plastic and rubber almost. I really dig it. And of course that new, look at that massive ultra wide camera right there. So ultra wide is going to be 12 megapixels, but the main camera is 50 and the telephoto is 48 megapixels. I mean, just immediately you can automatically tell which phone just looks more premium. I mean, this is amazing. So here we do have something that I don't think anyone asked for, but we have it. It's a temperature sensor. It doesn't work on humans for now. I guess they're still waiting for some regulation. They're waiting for the green light. So hopefully that does come, because that's really the only use case I can use, or I can think of, for the temperature sensor. I just don't really know. And of course the flash. On this side, in Google fashion, we get absolutely nothing except the SIM card slot. But in terms of physical hardware, we do have the power sleep wake over here, as well as the volume up and down. And on the top, we do get that 5G millimeter wave antenna right there. Now, I'm really super excited to see the new AI features that Google has implemented into the Pixel 8 series, but specifically the 8 Pro. And oh, by the way, the bezels are nice and uniform now. They're very symmetrical all the way around the phone. Good job on that. And of course, it is a flat display as well, which is something that I think everyone is going to love. Now, while that's being set up, here we do have the transfer tool with a normal USB-C end right there, and the USB-C end over here, and as well as USB-C to USB-C charging cable, and that's it. So there's your unboxing experience. So welcome to your Pixel. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually not going to be set up, or I'm not going to be setting it up using a different device. I'm going to be setting up as new, and I always recommend you do that just in case some weird app is causing some battery drain and you might not even know it. So I'm just going to go ahead and click skip, and I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi network. And as I was typing in my password for the Wi-Fi, the haptics on this phone is super good. I mean, they're basically on the same level as iPhone. It is very clicky as you're typing, and it's also localized to like this portion of the phone, like the lower portion where you're holding your hands. So it just feels nice and punchy. So unfortunately, Google didn't really say anything about upgrading the fingerprint sensor, so I'm inclined to believe that they haven't. So if you guys did not like the fingerprint sensor of last year's Pixel, then you might not like this one. But honestly, it's good. Like, it's good. I don't know why people are making it out to be like some sort of big deal. It works fine. And we're going to go ahead and test that out once we get the fingerprints registered. New with Face Unlock, apparently Face Unlock now is so secure that it actually works with banking apps, which I think no other Android phone can do. No other Android phone can use Face Unlock to unlock your bank app or your 1Password app, so on and so forth. So that's actually insane that Google was able to achieve that with just a front-facing camera, whereas, something like the iPhone has like 20 sensors in this part right there. So it's pretty insane what Google can come up with. So here it's saying, hey, you guys can see my reflection. Hey, subscribe. So here it's saying I have to hold my phone at eye level, so I'm gonna have to kind of bend down in a, oh, that came out wrong, in a weird way. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let me look up. look down, and there we go. So I guess that was just as the same setup process as the Pixel 7 Pro, or the Pixel 7 series in general. So yeah, there we go. Nice. So that setup process was pretty painless, pretty simple, and I just cannot stop looking at this phone. It is so gorgeous, but unfortunately this piece of aluminum is gonna get scratched just as it did with this one. As you guys can tell, the bottom right there is all scratched up. I don't know why Google does it like this, especially since this is literally the part that touches the table whenever you put it. So definitely get a case, but I'm team no case. Okay, so I don't know, maybe that's a design flaw, maybe it's not. Let me know what you guys think, but let's go ahead and try out the thermometer. I don't even know where to find it. Yeah, I mean, I cannot find a thermometer app. Maybe if I type it in? Nope. Therapist near me. That's exactly what I need. Yeah, I don't know how to activate the thermometer. Is it in settings maybe, or is it here? Okay, I got it. So it is the thermometer. It's an app that you have to download. It's automatically pending whenever you do set up the phone, so you just got to be patient. But let's check to see. So object temperature, there we go. Continue. So we got to select a material, identify the sensor. So you have to get within 2 inches. That's kind of close, but okay, let's do it. So let's check food. And so here's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know exactly why all of these options have to exist. Like, there's fabric, so you can measure the temperature of your clothes, or some wood, or your tea. I guess I'm a person, so I guess, right? So I have to, I guess, select food and organic. And then, so let's check the temperature of my arm, for example. Roughly 2 inches, 84.9. So I'm currently on the way to the hospital. So another thing I want to test out is the new voice to text feature. It apparently got even better than last year, which is insane because it was already so good on the Pixel 7 series. But yeah, let's have a look. So I hope you guys enjoyed my unboxing and first impressions of the Google Pixel 8 Pro. So far it looks pretty good, it feels very good, and I really like this new blue color. And I really don't know what else to say other than subscribe for more Pixel videos and comparisons that are on the way. I also have the standard Pixel 8 on the way. It should be here tomorrow. So if you guys want to see an unboxing and kind of review of that, definitely stay tuned. So not bad. What do you guys think? So before I go, let's just test out the fingerprint sensor. Yeah, again, I don't know why some people are complaining. I mean, it works fine. Trust me. If there's anything wrong with it, I would be the first to tell you. Let's try the other finger. Let me just try tapping it. Yeah, I mean, it's flawless. Well, not flawless, but, you know, nothing's perfect, but it's definitely good enough, guys. I don't think you got anything to worry about. Now, I'm definitely excited to try out the camera. You know what? In fact, I'm going to post a few nighttime shots because it is currently nighttime here and this video is going up tomorrow morning. So I'm going to post some nighttime photos right now. You guys should be looking at them. Let me know what you think. Let me know how it stacks up against the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And if you guys want to see, like I said, more camera comparisons, definitely stay tuned. And as always, this was Mark for Mark's Tech. Adios.